Hello, Vinyls here, or Samuel, and welcome to my fourth video. And this video, from the beginning, was supposed to be like my entire collection in one video, but I realized that that would be a very long video, so I will do these in like parts. I don't know how many parts, but I will go from like A to blah blah blah, and from F to yeah, and so on. So I will put you somewhere down here to get a closer look. I won't talk about each album for a long time, unless it's an album I really like. But yeah, let's head down. Hello there. So I will sit here on the floor as the professional I am, and I thought, instead of me pulling out my entire record collection, I will just slide them out, talk about them, slide them in, and so on. So I have the entire upper row is from A to X, and then the bottom row is also A until X or Z, but I'm not sure how I'm gonna do, so I think I will do some parts with the upper row, and then at another time I will do the bottom row. But let us start after another sip. So the first record in my collection video is Ace Frehley's Comet. Not much to say about it, unless it's a really fun album. Ace Frehley, of course, from Kiss, fantastic guitarist, and also a great singer. Maybe not my favorite voice in rock, but it's still like, he's nice. So yeah. So second up is, Aerosmith. The debut album by amazing Aerosmith, who unfortunately stopped touring, and I believe they are done forever, but never say never. But still, amazing legacy. They have done so many great albums, and this is a strong debut, one of the best in my opinion, with of course Dream On it. So yeah. And third, we also have Aerosmith with Draw the Line. I'm more of a fan of the 80s era of Aerosmith. I still love all of them, but I just have more of a good time listening to the 80s albums. This isn't my favorite, but it's a great album. Next up we have Alice Cooper, Killer. So my experience with Alice Cooper is, my first album I heard from him was Trash, as I think Manny has the same experience as me. But I'm not too familiar, with each Alice Cooper album. I can't really say, oh, this album is that and this album is that. All I can say is I enjoy this album a lot. And then another Alice Cooper album with $1 Billion Babies. One of my favorites, actually. I think each song has something different to provide, and amazing album cover as well. And even more Alice Cooper, we have Trash. His most overall, even if you don't listen to Alice Cooper, you have for sure heard Poison from this album, and I must say it's a fantastic album. I know a lot of people don't have it as high, especially Alice Cooper fans, but I really like it. Hey Stupid is actually one of my top Alice Cooper albums. It's such a fun and energetic album. Some ballads, and some great songs on it. So, School's Out. It's also like really good. I mean, the title track "School's Out" is so huge. Even people where I went to school sang it, like, you know, at the end of each school year, to you know, celebrate school's out or school's over. Yeah. And for the final Alice Cooper album, Welcome to My Nightmare. As I've said with all of them, great album. One of my favorite album cover of his, you know, all the colors and everything is just really nice. So yeah, I want to talk about the albums for so long. I realized I talked too much. And starting my AC/DC collection, we have, and these are not in, you know, release order. They used to be, but yeah, stuff happens. So, Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. Maybe the album I listen to the least, but the title track is iconic and I love it so much. And yeah, it's a great album, of course, but maybe not the one I play the most. And second AC/DC album is Flick of the Switch. And this one is not their most liked by fans. I enjoy it very much. I think Rising Power is one of their best. But yeah, you know, great album. Sorry if the sound is bad. I've tried to close all the windows, but we live next to a railway, so yes. Next up we have Highway to Hell, and this one is just perfect. The last album with the late and great Bon Scott. My favorite AC/DC singer. Not to say that Brian Johnson is bad by any means, but I just think that Bon Scott really provided the... I don't know, the vocals were just, yeah, amazing. And then we have Let There Be Rock, one of my favorite AC/DC albums, mostly because of the title track. I think it's just 10 out of 10. But also the whole album is just banger after banger after banger, so yes. And the most recognized and most popular AC/DC album, Back in Black. And what can I say except everything that's already been said? It's like, people say, and I agree with them, it's like a greatest hits album. There's so many great singles from this album. And the start of Brian Johnson's AC/DC journey was, you know, they started off with a bang. Next up we have the debut, High Voltage. And this one, you know, you can really hear that they are hungry. Strong start for their career. And you know, TNT, it's such an iconic song, and you can't deny that. And my final AC/DC album for now is The Razor's Edge. And this album is also so iconic, you know, with the slash and everything. And Thunderstruck is, every time I hear it, even though it's like overplayed, not for me though, I never get tired of Thunderstruck. Yeah, amazing album. And soon done with A. I think I will do like the letters as each part. I think that's a good idea, at least. Starting with my first ABBA album, Arrival. And as a Swede, I'm sorry to say this, I don't listen to a lot of ABBA. I just knew I had to have at least one or two of them in my collection. And I mean, they are great. Maybe not just my cup of tea. I enjoy their music, but like, yeah, I think they're great, of course. And then we have ABBA, the album. This just came with, I bought a bunch of records from a guy like 2 years ago, and this was in his collection, so I'm not really that familiar with this album, but I know I've listened to it and I really like it. Last up we have Waterloo, and this, you know, the title track is, I don't know, I just get happy when I hear it. Such a great song, and yeah, they were really onto something here. Dare I say that their career really blew up after this. So that was my collection, the A part at least. So let's head over there again. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. As I was going, I didn't really know how I would make this like into parts, if I was going to do multiple letters or just one at a time. And I landed on one at a time. I think, even though it's going to be like many videos, I don't know. I think it's a good idea. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it, and see you next time. Bye.